Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council members. My name is Doug. I'm a resident of South Salinas. Today I was in Chinatown donating money and supplies to the homeless and the poor. When I was there, I was told that we lost two more people, two females that passed away downtown Chinatown. Whether it was hypothermia, they had cancer, they were soaking wet, they had medical conditions, their drug and alcohol abuse. I don't know what the answers are, but I'm asking the City Council today and then Mr. Mayor, respect, before you adjourn this meeting today, stand up and bow your head for 1 minute and in prayer of these two lost souls that lost their life this past week. I'm hurt. I'm a homeless activist and advocate, a responsible homeowner, a veteran. I served this flag along with Mayor and Tony. I put 11 years and 7 months. I was a medic. 42 years as a caregiver. I take care of people who are sick, injured, and dying. Hospice, you name it, from newborn to old age. I'm deeply saddened by this loss. Thank you.
Morning, sir. My name is Doug. I'm a county resident. I'm here in Black today, morning of 3 people lost their lives. One was between 50 and 60, Afro-American black man, died in the hospital 3 weeks ago. 2 were females in their 70s, Hispanic, Latina. One was found dead in Chinatown in front of Dorothy's place. They were both in Women's Alive, which was Women's Alive now been closed. The weather, it's cold weather, freezing cold weather. Windshield factor, the temperatures are dropping. I don't know what happened to them. The Latina female passed away in the hospital on life support with their family at her bedside. The one that died in Chinatown on the 15th of February, I believe 8 o'clock, was found dead, passed away. Possible, she was sick, for her health. I believe hypothermia, the freezing cold weather, the windshield factor possibly caused her death. I don't know that. African-American black man, we were friends. Every time I went down there, he missed a meal at Dorothy's kitchen. I fed him. He needed clothes, sleeping bag, 10 washcloth, towels, shampoo. I gave it to him at my own pocket. He was an angel for me. He was my friend. He was my protector. I can go down Chinatown in the homeless encampments, and he protected me. Nobody bothered me. 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. Nobody bothered me because of him. He was my best friend. I lost him. I'm asking this board today, before you adjourn this meeting, stand up, bow your head, please, in a moment of silence for 3 people who lost their lives. Thank you.
So I'm on the line with Doug Dunn. That's D-U-N-N, right, Doug?
Yes.
He's from Salinas. He just called me. It's about 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon on the, I guess we're at the 22nd of February. And Doug's got some news about 3 homeless folks who died in Salinas recently. Tell me more, Doug.
The first one was Moreno. Her age is about 72 years old. Currently homeless. She was supposed to be qualified for Medicare and Medi-Cal for health care purposes, and they never did it. The second person was Elsa Quintero. I believe she was 70 years old. She died of the hospital. She was sick down in Chinatown, and she was rushed to the hospital. She died a week or so ago. And the third one was my best friend, William Silas. He was between 50 and 60 years old. Intelligent man, currently homeless, and I befriended him almost 3 years ago down in Chinatown when we were down there on the hunger strike. And I never stopped seeing him. I see him like once or twice a month and help him out with clothes, food, and sleeping bag, tent, tarp. And I didn't get to see him in December. Then I found out down when I went to Chinatown yesterday that he had passed away about 2 weeks ago.
And
I'm deeply hurt and saddened that we lost happened. With the proper medical care and the proper getting them housing, and what they did is the county and the city of Salinas failed. The Monterey County and the city of Salinas failed to do their job. And I believe the lady Moreno found dead in her tent. I believe she froze to death, hypothermia. I can't prove it, but I personally believe that's what happened to her.
And why do you think that?
I'm not a doctor, but
Why do you think?
Shit, the last 2 weeks and it's freezing cold and rain. She was exposed to the elements.
Mm-hmm. And you're are you outdoors yourself, or are you housed?
No, I'm housed. I'm housed. I'm not homeless. I'm a homeless advocate and an activist for the homeless on the floor in Monterey County and in Salinas, California.
Homeless on the floor, you say?
Homeless advocate and activist.
Okay, and you're
Homeless, huh?
you're a friend of Wes White.
Yes, I'm a close friend of Wes White. Several years we tried to stop the neighbor of sleep after we lost the lawsuit, and I went on a hunger strike for 3 days. And just water and Gatorade, but it didn't work. They ignored it. So.
Mm-hmm. But you're still in there pitching. It sounds like.
What's that?
You're still in there fighting on this issue.
Yeah, we're still fighting this issue. We're still preventing people from being abused and their shit being stolen, their personal items being stolen, like wheelchairs, canes, and cords, their ID, their medicines, their personal belongings. They need to survive with the tents, sleeping bags, and tarps in order to survive in any elements, whether it's the heat or the cold weather. You know, they need some type of security, and they're being, I believe they're being abused. Since the rights being abused, civil rights.
So, is there much in the way of organization among folks who are homeless, in Chinatown, which is the area on Soledad Street near City Hall, where a lot of folks are tented out? I hear that they recently did a sweep there, or they're going through kind of harassing people one by one. What's actually happening down there?
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. You got the assistant chief of patrol, assistant chief of police of patrol, and then you got 2 cops picking up trash and taking people's stuff and dumping it in his long bed trucks. And they're getting paid $80 an hour to pick up trash in Chinatown, but they don't have enough cops to protect the citizens and the residents of the city of Salinas. I don't get this,
Oh, so
They don't belong down there harassing and stealing people's shit, They should be worried about their health, welfare, and safety, making sure they're not going to stand a shot at or somebody stepping on them or beating them up, torturing them.
are there some new, Doug, are there some new, economic developments where they're trying to run people out of Chinatown?
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. It's all about profit housing-driven profits. That's all they care about. They're building these people making money off of these developers and builders, building these hopefully low-income apartments. But I mean, if you go down to Chinatown, look around, I don't see 9.5 of these thousands of people getting anywhere as far as housing is concerned. I don't see that. And there's more. Right now, we rank number 1 in Monterey County. 8,000 homeless children in Monterey County. We rank number 1 in the state of California. 8,000 homeless children. It's despicable. It's disgusting. It's not right. Something needs to be done about it before a child is found frozen to death on the streets of Salinas or Monterey County. Something's got to be done about this. This is not right.
Now, you're part of the Monterey County Homeless Advocates?
Yes, I am. Activist and advocate, yes.
And you're also part of the Salinas Union of the Homeless?
Yeah. We provide food. We're trying to develop food, not bombs, but I can't seem to get people together to do that. We're working on food, not bombs in Monterey County. But that's a difficult thing to do because, the funding and also trying to get people together to help get this done.
Now, I know that up here, Anthony Prince is coming to give a sort of a workshop on sort of how to fight back legally against the bulldozing of encampments, the seizure of homeless property, and so forth. That's going to be happening next Wednesday at 2 o'clock out here at the Ross Camp in Santa Cruz, where they're trying to, the city council has declared it wants the camp removed with no real alternate facilities clearly set up by mid-March. And there's going to be a city council meeting the day before, but then Anthony Prince is supposed to come out and help folks get some idea of how they can fight back. Has anything like that been happening in Salinas? I know he's been down there earlier, kind of organizing efforts, again, lawsuits, and Wes White has been holding protests and so forth, and there's regular speeches before the Board of Supervisors and the City Council. Anything coming up in Salinas?
No, it's getting worse. The situation has gotten worse. It's dire worse. When you lose three people, two Hispanic Latino females who are senior citizens and an Afro-American black man in his 50s, when they lost their lives, that just shows you that they don't care. The news media doesn't give a shit. The homeless providers are not. When I call them up and ask them, do you know that these three people died? They had no clue this is going on. Nobody, and I asked the chief of police. She had no idea that three people had died in Chinatown in Salinas, California. The firefighters don't want to talk about it. They walked away. I talked about 5 firefighters before the city council. They walked away. It's shameful what's going on down there, you know?
How about the folks who are actually their neighbors in neighboring tents and who are fellow residents of Soledad and Chinatown? Any reaction from them?
They're upset. They're pissed because it's not stopping. It's getting worse and worse. They keep on having to move their tents around Chinatown, around Dorothy's place, in different parts of Chinatown on the sidewalks, you know. And they're building this big housing, supposedly affordable housing for low-income and poor, and they're being pushed away by these fences and these trucks coming, these large trucks, you know, endangering their lives, you know. I don't understand, you know, the fencing off the properties with these large chain fences, and they're being pushed out of there. It's getting worse, you know. I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but we already lost 3 people in the last 2 weeks, and right there, that alone is shameful. And nobody wants to address that issue. I was in the city council. I asked them for a moment of silence to stand up before the meeting was adjourned. The council meeting in Salinas, California was adjourned, and they just walked away. They refused to take a minute out of their schedule before the council meeting was adjourned for 1 minute of silence in the memory of the 3 souls who were lost. They just got up and walked away.
Well, it sounds like they don't want to take any responsibility, is what it sounds like.
No, they don't care. I went there, and Wes White also talked, and they just don't care, you know.
And when was this? When was this moment of silence you asked for?
It was supposed to be Tuesday, the beginning of this week on Tuesday, a moment of silence for the 3 souls that were lost down in Chinatown, Salinas, California. It was 19th of February at 4 o'clock. Before they were to adjourn the meeting, I respectfully asked the mayor and the city council and everybody in that room for a moment of silence before they adjourned the meeting. They did not do it. They walked out.
Is there anything you'd like to say in addition about your friend William, or about Elsa or Maria?
Well, Elsa and Maria, I was giving them clothes, tarps, blankets, to keep them comfortable and warm, and wet weather gear. I didn't know their names personally, but they knew who I was. And then, for sure, William Silas, we became good friends over the last several years. I would go down there purposely look for him and ask him what he needed. Hot meal, blankets, because every time he would have to move, people would steal his stuff, or the cops would steal his shit, and he would be in the shower room and something. Also stuff, he had nothing left. There were clothes on his back and the backpack. So I was able to buy a tent from the camping store in Salinas, and then blankets, get some blankets and pillows and some clothes, some fresh socks, and warm meals, because sometimes he would sleep in and he'd miss a meal or two, you know. We became close friends. We knew each other, and I always looked for him, and he would look for me. If he knew I was down there, he would go around looking for me to talk to me.
What do you remember most about William that sticks out in your mind?
He was highly intelligent, well-spoken man, calm, collected, never used any foul language, and he carried himself like a human being, like he has always been. We never got into any arguments or any disagreements, you know.
Where did he come from?
There to stand for what I believed in.
Where did he come from?
Good friends.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. That I don't know. I believe he's local, because he was divorced, and his daughter, he mentioned his daughter several times.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter would come down to visit him. But I believe he was local. I'm not sure exactly, you know, where originally lived, but I believe he was local, because he's been there for a long time.
Are the local folks planning any kind of, I don't know, memorial? I'm not that I'm a big fan of memorials, mind you, but I'm just wondering.
We're trying. I talked to Wes. We're trying to have a memorial service down in Chinatown for these 3 people that lost their lives. That could have been prevented.
Well, let us know when that is happening, and I'll pass on the word. Not that people got to come over from Santa Cruz, but at least they'll know about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know. I'll give you a call. But we're in the process of planning something for these 3 people, and I'm sure Wes will be there, and he'll be taping it for his YouTube channel, John Doe 13K. We'll be actively involved, but I'm trying to get folks involved in having a decent memorial service for these 3 people who lost their lives.
Yep. Well, Doug, thank you. I mean, I don't know any of these folks, so I can't really probably share many of the feelings that you have, but, you know, I'll pass them on.
Yeah, but you knew, I'm sure you didn't know William Sells, but you were there when, during the meeting about the major crisis of the fleet. He spoke eloquently there, and he must have been a couple of rows on the left side of you. And he was well dressed, and he was well spoken. I mean, he seemed to be well educated.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy. You know, he asked these people, these city council members and the mayor, to give us some time, you know, to get cleaned up and at least find some temporary shelter for us so we can, you know, keep going. You know, I remember that John Doe 13K, March of 2017. If you view that YouTube channel, John Doe 13K, YouTube March 2017, I believe. You need to view that video, and William Silas spoke eloquently about what homeless meant to him, and how long he's been down there, and what was going on, and what he was trying to do.
So if anybody wants to, they can go to YouTube and then look up John and then Doe 13K, and you'll find a lot of Wes White's videos, both recent and then this earlier video, which describes, it has actually video of, I guess, is it William Silas talking?
Yes, William Silas, yeah. S-I-L-A-S, William Silas.
Well, I'm going to leave it there, Doug, because I think, you know, we pretty much, at least, I think you've said something. I don't know how much more you can say, but I appreciate your calling, and I will pass on, as I said before, what you've told me.
Yeah, I figured you need to know this because I'm following what you're doing over there in Santa Cruz, but yeah, this was devastating. I was hurt by this. You know, this is a major loss.
I'll hang in there, man.
All right, thank you, huh? Take care.
Thank you, Doug.